guys, my name is Brett and I am the venue manager here at Hidden Creek.
And my name is Brittany. I'm the venue coordinator here, and we just wanted to say hi and tell you a little bit about our weddings.
So I got married on October 22nd, 2017. It was on a Sunday. I did a Sunday for a lot of reasons. You can go back and watch some of our other videos. And so I have been married for quite a while now. I really enjoy sharing my experience with y'all, telling y'all things from my wedding that I would change, that I would do better. And so we just wanted to make this video and tell you why we would change those things and what we recommend. And I do have a brand new 8-week-old little baby boy at home. And so those of you who have been married for a while, comment with your baby pictures. We want to see them, even if you have a baby right now or if you have a baby in the future. We always love getting the baby pictures from our past couples. They'll email us and be like, hey, we got married there 5 years ago. We just had a baby. Here's a picture. So always send us your baby pictures. We love it. So Brittany, when did you get married?
I got married back in December, and it was on a Thursday. So speaking of Sundays, there's a whole lot of details you can go watch back on our videos, like Brett was saying. On a Thursday, it was great. But yeah, it was in downtown Dallas, so it was very beautiful. But yes.
So you are a newlywed.
I am, yes, about, what is it, like 6 months now? That's crazy. Time has flown by for sure.
So you have somebody to get advice from been married for a little while, and then you have a newlywed's perspective, which is great to get both of our opinions on things. So I do want to ask you a couple questions, Brittany. So tell me the number one favorite thing from your wedding.
My favorite thing was my place settings. So I used faux flowers for my centerpieces, and it just saved us a ton of money. Not spending, real flowers is really pricey sometimes. But so faux flowers, and then my place settings. And I used an online software program called Canva. And so I was able to make my own menu cards. And so I put them on top of my chargers. So, that was probably one of my favorite things, one of my favorite details of my wedding for sure.
That is so cool that you got to create your own menu and everything, so then it was personalized.
Personalized, exactly.
I love that.
The color I wanted, the font, anything, I made it myself. So
that's so fun. And then for me, I would say my favorite thing from my wedding, it's something kind of different. I haven't actually ever seen anybody else do it. I had the flowers I had pink roses and red roses. And so my family wore pink roses. So the guys had a pink rose boutonniere and the girls had a pink rose corsage. And then my husband's family had the red roses. So that way everybody who came to the wedding knew, oh, that's the bride's family. Oh, that's the groom's family. And then my bouquet was a blend of both. Both. So that's how it got incorporated together. And so I liked having that little special touch. I've never seen anybody else do it, and I just thought it was kind of unique.
Yes, I love that. I love it.
So my next question for you is, what is one thing that you would have changed about your wedding?
I would have changed hiring a day of coordinator. Very helpful, hands-on. I tried to do things on my own, which, it worked, but I was the bride. So I was so stressed out. I was in over my head. And while my husband was in the back having a great old time with his guys.
Oh gosh, they never
not doing anything.
They don't care.
Exactly. They were just relaxing, having fun, and then I'm over here like, move that left, move that right. So I just wish I had a day of coordinator for sure.
I actually hear that all of the time. I don't think I've ever heard anybody that hired a coordinator say, oh, I wish I hadn't hired a coordinator.
Right.
It's always, oh, I wish I had hired a coordinator. So
exactly.
That's so true. Yeah. And then for me, the one thing I would have changed was my wedding DJ. Again, you can go back and watch some other videos I've done. My DJ just was not on it. He didn't have the right songs downloaded, and so we got stuck outside for 20 minutes before our grand entrance because he couldn't find the song and he didn't have it downloaded, and the venue that we got married at didn't have good Wi-Fi, so he couldn't download it. And then my bouquet toss song, he played the wrong song. And then anytime he did like an announcement, he was like, and now they're cutting the cake. And I'm like, great. Kind of like hyped it up a little more. But I think back then I wasn't working here yet. And so I didn't have any kind of wedding experience. I was the first one to get married of my friends, had no knowledge. So I just hired people off of the knot, and I was like, oh, they have a good price.
Right.
I'll hire you. I didn't know what questions to ask. I didn't know how to research, how to vet vendors. And so now being on this side of things, I'm like, Oh yeah, he was a lot worse than I even thought, because now I've seen good DJs and I'm like, oh yeah, that doesn't compare.
Right, exactly. Like, can we do it again?
Yes, for real. I need to do it for wedding. So tell me, what is your number one piece of advice for our bride?
I think it kind of ties into what we've been saying during this video is hire really good vendors.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I wish that I had hired top-notch videographer, because I've been seeing so many wedding videos all over Instagram and TikTok, and I'm like, I wish I had that, you know, and I haven't even gotten mine back. So it's been 6 months, and I know. So hire somebody that has great reviews, you know, like we were saying earlier, but I wish that, and then also just take time to be with your new husband that day. I wish that we would have just sat there and take it all in during the reception, you know, while we're eating, just sit down and eat with him or her, you know. But yeah, that's my advice to you
Not
guys.
be talking to everybody the whole time. Maybe take a couple minutes.
Exactly. Don't be rushed.
Yeah.
And then hire that coordinator so you're not stressed out. That's my top advice.
Yes. Yeah.
So
that's funny. It ties into mine too, because mine was going to be to hire a coordinator. Was my number one. And then also to do less DIY. I cannot tell y'all how many times I have seen brides show up with buckets of DIY decor, and it takes hours to set all of this stuff up, and then they are so stressed, and then they're having to have the bridesmaids help set everything up because they didn't budget for enough time, and so it really stresses you out whenever you have that much DIY. Whereas if you would have had a vendor just do it, they know what they're doing, they know what's going to look good. And then that way, like say a candlestick breaks, well, it was their candlestick, so they're just going to get another one out and put it back up. Whereas if it's DIY and something shows up broken in a box, you don't have a backup and it's just gone. So definitely doing less DIY. I did a lot of DIY for my wedding, and it was very stressful because I had to keep coming out of the bridal suite and telling my mom, like, oh, no, Mom, that goes on this table. Oh, no, it goes on that table. Like, or she kept coming in there and being like, where did you want this? Where was this going? Or I'd be like, I don't know, I forgot. I'm too stressed out.
Right.
So less DIY is my piece of advice for you. Thank you guys so much for watching. Brittney, any closing remarks for our brides?
No, but thank y'all for letting me join today, and hope to see y'all guys soon.
Bye, guys.